Let's go in on the cameras. As mentioned before, the iPhone SE has a single 12 megapixel sensor, where the iPhone 12 has two 12 megapixel sensors, a 12 megapixel wide and a 12 megapixel ultra wide sensor. Now, for sure, when it comes down to it, I feel like I start every camera thing like that. It's definitely not an amazing camera anymore. You know, you can do 4K videos on it, but it is pretty outdated when it comes down to it because the capability just really isn't there. I mean, you have, like I said, 4K, you can only do 1080p on the front camera, but I think if you're going day to day, you're probably going to have an okay experience with this type of lens, but it's definitely not going to be anybody's first choice. And I don't know if I don't think I've done a camera comparison between these two, but I can definitely tell you the iPhone 12 is going to have a far better camera than this thing. But this is actually still pretty good. It's still a pretty good lens for the most part. I think if you had to, you could use it and you'd probably have a good time with it. But definitely the iPhone 12 is a far better lens. You have a lot of different capability within this phone. You have, the ultra wide sensor, which is awesome. You have 4K 60 on the back, but even better than that, you have 4K 60 on the front of this phone as well. The front camera on the iPhone 12 can shoot 4K at 60, which is a huge asset for it. The iPhone SE does not support that, so keep that in mind. But you still have 4K on the back of this phone too, the iPhone SE, but you have more features built in. You have portrait mode. You have, a lot of different capability within this device that the iPhone SE just doesn't really have. So keep that in mind. But I'll probably tell you the iPhone 12 is a far better phone between these two.